Welcome to History Addict, where we delve into the stories that shaped American history. Today, we explore the life of Rain in the Face, a Lakota Sioux warrior whose journey is tied to both the victories and tragedies of his people, culminating in the Battle of the Little Bighorn. Through the recollections shared with Dr. Charles Eastman, we'll follow Rain in the Face from his early years to his defining moments on the battlefield. Rain in the Face was born in 1835 near the Cheyenne River, an area deeply connected to both the Sioux way of life and the growing tensions with European settlers. Raised in the Lakota Sioux Nation, he inherited the strength and legacy of his mother's family, yet his rise to prominence wasn't due to lineage, but through acts of personal bravery. At the age of 10, Rain in the Face had an encounter that would define him for life. During a mock fight with a Cheyenne boy, he was struck so hard that blood streaked down his face. Other Sioux boys, witnessing the scene, remarked how his face looked spattered with rain. From that moment on, he was known as Rain in the Face, a name that symbolized his endurance and resilience in the face of adversity. This event taught him a critical lesson early on. Survival in an increasingly hostile world required both physical and mental toughness. As Rain in the Face matured, he began to prove himself as a warrior. His first significant achievement came during a raid against the Gros Ventre, a tribe long in conflict with the Sioux. During the raid, rain poured down, and his face, painted in traditional black and red war paint, became streaked with mud and water. This image further cemented his identity, linking him to the elements and the battlefield. In the 1860s, Rain in the Face's reputation as a fearless warrior spread, especially after his role in the 1866 Fetterman fight, also known as the Battle of the 100 in the Hand. During this ambush, native forces led by Red Cloud, Crazy Horse, and Rain in the Face lured Captain William Fetterman's detachment into a deadly trap, annihilating them. Although Rain in the Face's name did not reach the same level of fame as Red Cloud's, his contribution was vital in humiliating the U.S. Army and delaying their expansion into Sioux lands. In 1873, Rain in the Face's life took a darker turn. He was accused of killing two men near present-day Miles City, Montana, one of them an Army veterinarian. Rumors and conflicting stories clouded the details, but in 1874, Lieutenant Tom Custer, brother of General George Custer, arrested him. Rain in the Face was taken to Fort Abraham Lincoln, where his imprisonment became legendary not for the crime he was accused of, but for his daring escape. While in captivity, Rain in the Face observed the guards closely, planning his escape. One sympathetic soldier, either moved by admiration for the warrior or dissatisfied with his orders, deliberately fired wide as Rain in the Face made his escape. This act of mercy allowed the Lakota warrior to flee into the wilderness, and he rejoined his people, ready for what would come next. After his escape, Rain in the Face continued his fight against U.S. forces. He participated in a series of raids, including attacks on the Northern Pacific Railway, a symbol of the U.S. government's encroachment on native lands. By the spring of 1876, tensions between the U.S. Army and the native tribes were reaching a boiling point. The Sioux, along with their Cheyenne and Arapaho allies, began to prepare for what they knew would be a significant battle. Scouts reported that General George Crook's forces were advancing toward the Little Rosebud, and Rain in the Face speculated, along with many others, that had Crook's troops joined forces with Custer's in time, the outcome at the Little Bighorn might have been different. However, missed opportunities and the chaotic nature of war meant that fate had other plans. June 25, 1876 began like any other day for Rain in the Face, but it would quickly turn into one of the most legendary moments in Native American history. While preparing for a raid against the Crow tribe, Rain in the Face was interrupted by the sound of gunfire. Major Marcus Reno's forces had launched an attack. Rain in the Face, alongside other Sioux warriors, grabbed his weapons and raced to meet the threat. Among the warriors was Moving Robe Woman, or Tashina Manawin, a fierce female fighter seeking revenge for the death of her brother at the hands of General Crook's soldiers. She fought with the same intensity and skill as any male warrior, and Rain in the Face later spoke of her bravery with great admiration. Her participation in the battle symbolized the larger Native resistance, a fight not just for survival, but for justice. As the battle unfolded, Rain in the Face found himself in the chaos of warfare. Warriors rushed in with war clubs, soldiers mounted and dismounted in confusion, and horses stampeded in fear. Rain in the Face, who had once believed white soldiers were cowardly, witnessed their resolve as they fought desperately. Despite their bravery, Reno's forces were overwhelmed. Rain in the Face, like many warriors, gained a newfound respect for the courage they displayed, even in defeat. The Battle of the Little Bighorn became infamous, not only for the defeat of Custer's forces, but for the stories that followed. One such story involved Rain in the Face. It was rumored that after the battle, he cut out Tom Custer's heart as an act of vengeance for his earlier imprisonment. While Rain in the Face denied these accusations, stating he had fought with honor and never desecrated an enemy's body, the tale persisted. This legend blurred the lines between truth and myth, becoming a symbol of the brutality of the conflict. Although the Sioux and their allies achieved a momentous victory at Little Bighorn, it was short-lived. The U.S. government, determined to subdue the Native resistance, intensified its military campaigns. By the winter of 1877, Rain in the Face, along with many others, was forced to surrender. He and his people were confined to the Standing Rock Reservation, where they were subjected to the rules and oversight of the U.S. government. In his later years, Rain in the Face reflected on his life with Dr. Eastman. He spoke of his warrior spirit, which had once been so fierce, but now was subdued by the weight of defeat. The man who had fought valiantly on the battlefield now lived under the shadow of reservation life, bound by treaties and laws designed to control and diminish Native culture. Rain in the Face's journey stands as a testament to the strength and resilience of the Lakota Sioux, reflecting their enduring struggle during one of the most turbulent periods in American history. His journey from a young boy who gained his name in a mock fight to a key figure in one of the most famous battles in American history reflects the broader struggle of Native peoples during a time of upheaval. His name, forged in both pain and triumph, became a symbol of resistance and survival. Thank you for joining us on History Addict. Be sure to subscribe for more insights into the pivotal moments that shaped our past, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.